Well, Stormy, it's good to see you again. Well, it's good to see you too, Rainbow Brite. And look, I just want to say, first off, I want to say that I'm sorry for all the things that I did starting at the beginning of this year. You know, you've only had your you only had this Euro fairway around since the first month. And even though Euro made a mistake and said you opened it up years or earlier than what you did, later than what you did, and I just want to say I'm sorry. You see, um, Lucifer made me believe. He slayed me into believing that I didn't get any ONLOOK for being a weather worker. That I did not get no ONLOOK for being a weather worker who works for God. Because most of the time, folks are always, bitching about the weather. You know, some folks don't like rain, some folks don't like snow, some folks don't like ice, some don't like hail, others don't like wind, you know? And I'm sorry for what I did when you were, for all those, for you when you were hanging out with Mario and Luigi, when you were hanging out with Sonic and Tails, not when you're hanging out with Mickey Mouse or Goofy, not when you were with Duke or Roadblock, not in that though. I just want to say I'm sorry for all of that. Well, Stormy, I always did love you, and I always did onlook you. Yes, it's true. You're not a cast kid. You're not a cast kid. You're a weather worker. You know, and I know you're not truly evil. I know that you mean well. But a lot of folks don't like it rain, yeah, folks can handle rain. But what a lot of folks don't like about rain is when the rain has to be a thunder, lightning rainstorm. I mean, that's what folks don't like. And a lot of folks, they like snow, they handle snow. But when the snow becomes too much, like a snowstorm, then that's where some folks have a bind with it. Ice, I don't know if anyone truly likes ice unless they're playing an ice game or something, or skating or something, then they most likely will like ice, but most folks don't. Hail, I don't really think there's anyone out there that really likes hail unless they like to unless they like to see little balls of ice falling from the sky. You know? And wind, well, I guess some folks don't mind wind unless the wind gets out of run and lead, like a twister or something, or a gale. And look, I'm telling you right now, telling you, Rainbow, that I have no leader run over the bad storms or the earth catastrophes that are not weather. Like, floods are not weather. Flood comes from, too much rain in some steads. You know, fires and wildfires they're not weather. They're more like a earth catastrophe that Lucifer makes. Same thing with a fire hill blowing up or earthquake. Those aren't weather things, And as far as I got to shave. Did I shave yet? No, I did not. And as far as as far as gales and twisters go, yeah, they're storms, but I'm not the one making the gills and the twisters. That's all Lucifer's doing. God likes to do good things with the weather, and Lucifer likes to make evil things happen to the weather. You know? And a lot of folks out there, I still don't think that I've got the ONLOOK. Well, what makes you think you don't get the ONLOOK? I mean, you do. You have the ONLOOK. Everyone knows that you need rain so trees can grow, so folks have water to drink and water to swim in, water to clean their teeth and wash their hands, and take a shower or something in. And as snow goes, well, yeah, snow does melt and becomes water, so then you got that going. Ice, yeah, same thing. But who would tell you that you weren't getting on? Look, what was it, Lucifer? Well, why would you listen to him for? The ones you should trust and listen to, and ones you should trust and worship and look and listen to is God and Jesus. I mean, God chose you to be a weather worker, right, Stormy? Yeah, he did. But it's not me that's doing all those storms or any of the weather. God works through me to do those things. I'm doing it in his behalf, but it's God that truly does those things, so he gets the thanks. When you work for God, you're not the one that gets the thanks. It's God that gets the thanks. I know that, Stormy, and I understand that. I should know because I've been working for 40 years, soon to be now 41 years, working for God, overseeing, bringing brightness and light and beauty, and cast to the earth and all worlds that God has made, you know. And I do want to say, Stormy, you are one of my good friends, all right? You have helped me many times in the past, you know. So I do trust you, and I do ONLOOK you, and I do forgive you. Well, I do love you and trust you and ONLOOK you and forgive you too. Well, as you can see, folks, Stormy's about to fall off her stand because the stand isn't that good holding her up. As you can see, folks, that's me with Stormy. And the stand that she's on isn't the greatest stand in the world, and if you want to make her go up more, she's just going to fall down. But if you want to see the film yesterday when Stormy showed up, yeah, if any shit, come on. Oh, come on. All right, if anyone wants to see when Stormy first showed up, and her big doll, well, then by all means you can watch that film if you want. And anyway, folks, have a rainbow day. Why am I crooked for? Like, I don't get it.